changed. So the whole night, he been throwing shade at Tiana. Then eventually, like, she got tired of it. He told her.
Chris Brown has once again found himself at the center of controversy, and I think we can all guess why that might be. Chris is one violent man who can't keep his hands off of people, and this time he has picked a fight with the wrong person. Chris was at his birthday party when he ended up fighting his own best friend, Usher. The two men fought over Tiana Taylor, but not for the reason you might be thinking. Usher has made sure Chris knows he isn't one to be messed with by sending him a very clear and terrifying message. What has Usher got to say about his scuffle with Chris Brown? You'll find out all about it in today's video. Chris Brown is one of the most successful R&B singers of all time. His songs and his melodious voice are a treat for the ears. But for a really long time, he has made headlines for all the wrong reasons. It's hard to talk about Chris Brown's sweet, angelic voice when he goes around beating people up. That's right, Chris is probably one of the most violent men in the industry, and anyone who crosses paths with him has a high chance of getting punched in the face. This time, Chris has gotten physically violent with a man no one could have imagined him fighting. Chris ended up fighting Usher, who was hosting Chris's birthday party. Just moments ago, the two men were seen hanging together and happily enjoying the party. Usher arranged this amazing party for Chris's 34th birthday and even sang him a sweet happy birthday song.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you.
And mere moments later, the two seem like they don't know each other, and Chris looks like he wants to bust Usher's face open. Everyone was shocked by this quick and unexpected turn of events, considering how close the two have always been. After the two exchanged words during the party, everyone thought they would talk it out and that the fight was over. But boy, were they wrong. Apparently, Chris was done with the party after his verbal fight with Usher and decided to leave. But Usher couldn't let his best friend go mad from his own birthday party, so he went after him. Usher reportedly went behind a line of charter buses where Chris and his team were, but if there is one thing Chris knows, it's to turn even an attempt at reconciliation into a fistfight. Rumor has it, Usher returned back to the party with a bloody nose. Usher isn't one to let gossip get out of hand, so he has put it to rest with a new video setting the record straight.
Hey yo, we're here having a great time. See y'all soon.
With just a small clip of him asking fans to join him at the Lovers and Friends Festival, Usher has given a shut-up call to not just the people gossiping, but to Chris Brown as well. Usher showed his clear, spotless face that indicated no broken nose and apparently no lost fistfight. He wants everyone to know he didn't get beat up in some alley. But does that mean he was the one who sent back Chris with a bloody nose? At least that's what his unbothered thug attitude indicates. Usher wants Chris to know as well that he doesn't want to get involved in any drama. Usher has always stood by Chris in his hard times, but if Chris wants to drag him down with him, he won't allow it. And honestly, considering Chris's reputation, we can't blame Usher for wanting to stay out of any controversy. A fight between the two best friends happened due to another guest at the party, singer and actress Tiana Taylor. Tiana was at Chris's birthday on the invitation of Usher and had zero interest in spending time with Chris. Apparently, Chris kept trying to get Tiana's attention, but she wasn't having it at all. Tiana completely ignored Brown, leading to the no-guidance singer yelling at her and asking her to leave his birthday party. Apparently, Chris had some scores to settle with Tiana after she refused to work with him due to her schedule.
Chris Brown was planning the production and everything. Tiana Taylor, as well as Sierra, was supposed to be a part of the tribute. So they told Chris they couldn't do it.
Chris took this very personally and has since hated Tiana. The two were best friends before this and always stood by each other, but after Tiana refused to work with Chris, he felt cheated. Apparently, he tried to talk to Tiana at the party and things got a little sour.
So the whole night, he been throwing shade at Tiana. Then eventually, like, she got tired of it. He told her to get the fuck out my party. Get the fuck out my party.
But wait a minute, this wasn't Chris's party, as the host was Usher and Tiana wasn't Chris's guest, she was Usher's. And how could Usher let his guest get disrespected like that? This resulted in the two getting into a heated argument and Chris not just leaving his birthday party, but also leaving Usher with apparently a bloody nose. Chris Brown turning a small disagreement into a violent fight is the most unsurprising thing in the world. That man is a known abuser who's averaging more than one abusive incident with women per year. Turns out, men aren't safe from Brown either.
I should not know, but I'm not. Don't pay none of your money. It doesn't matter. It's okay.
Be it a valet who's only doing his job, to a cameraman who's once again only doing his job, to his best friend who's trying to keep Chris out of trouble. Chris will throw hands at just about anyone.
I'll break your camera.
Recalling Chris's violent history would take up the whole night, but everyone remembers some of the worst events. Like that time he assaulted his girlfriend of the time, Rihanna, and left her with a bloody face. He continuously threatened her, "I'm going to beat the SH out of you when we get home. You wait and sit." Chris regularly gets mad at fans and even throws away their phones if they try to take pictures. He avoided charges after a woman accused him of punching her in the face and taking her phone in a Las Vegas nightclub. He threatened his female tour manager of assault. He was hit with a $20 million lawsuit accusing him of drugging and raping a woman on a yacht in Florida. He openly talked about a female band as the type of people I wish walked in front of a speeding bus. It's obvious that Chris has a serious anger problem, even though he likes to pretend it's a thing from his past. But his violent tendencies are only getting worse by the years. He took to Instagram to say, "If y'all still hate me for a mistake I made as a 17-year-old, please kiss my whole entire S." Clearly, Chris, this is a mistake that you keep repeating. How do we move on from that? This time, he has crossed all limits and acted completely insane. Usher was the one person who stood by him when no one else did. He helped Brown get back on his feet after all these lawsuits, and this is how Chris repays him.
Hey, bro. I love you.
Make some noise for my motherfucking brother, man.
I love you.
Love you for life, man.
The two singers have been incredibly close for as long as we can remember. They are very open about their close bond and are always lifting each other up. Usher talked about Brown just a few weeks ago. "Me and Chris would kill the world if we ever did something together like that. I'm not saying it's versus, but I might just say this, if that ever happens, it would be one of the biggest things that anybody has ever experienced in entertainment in celebration of two people who love each other. Oftentimes, they are seen together on stage singing together and having fun." You can often find them at each other's concerts, which is always a welcome surprise for fans. Looks like this recent scuffle might change the dynamic now. Will we see the two together at parties and events again? Or is this going to turn into a full-blown rivalry now? Usher has always supported Chris even when he has been wrong. Maybe this will be his wake-up call and he will finally see Chris for the abuser he is. Music fans are pointing out how Chris Brown always manages to get away with the worst controversies and still sells out all his shows and concerts. One person wrote, "Should Chris Brown still be popular? Probably not, no. Why is Chris Brown still popular? His music? It's the halo effect in full swing. You love Chris Brown and you love his music, then he can do no wrong. And even if some fans think he has done wrong, they don't really care." People had the funniest reaction to the Brown and Usher brawl. One person took to Twitter and posted this funny parody of the fight.
Happy birthday, bitch!
So you just gonna bring me a birthday gift on my birthday to my birthday party on my birthday with a birthday gift?
Happy birthday?
Another pointed out the irony of the whole situation. Chris threw hands at his closest friend at a birthday party the same friend was hosting. Yeah, sounds wild, doesn't it? I don't know what's more wild, Usher getting jumped, or the fact it was by Chris Brown. Or the fact he got jumped by Chris Brown at the party he threw for Chris Brown. That's it for today, folks. Until next time, goodbye.